We're live.
We're
with
live.
Nobody in the room.
Oh,
So we're in the camper.
We're in the camper. I made it to New Jersey from South Carolina, and I am hosting a special. Where's the camera? Where should I look? The green. Okay. I am hosting. I am hosting an evening edition, a guest host of Camper Cider Coffee Talk.
Is this
I have a bag
hard cider?
No, it's not hard cider. I have a bag of tricks.
And what does this have to do with cider?
Because with me...
We have two people in the room now. Do you want to repeat what you just said?
My name is Cheryl, and I'm Stephanie's sister, and I am guest hosting...
Cheryl, Christmas Carol.
Cheryl Barrel, Christmas
Carol.
I am guest hosting Camper Coffee Talk.
You lost a viewer.
But it's a new edition. It's Camper Cider Coffee Talk. Steph wanted to know if it was hard cider. It is not. It is muscadine cider from South Carolina, from one of my favorite places, Carolina Cider Company.
Hashtag not sponsored.
What? Hashtag not sponsored. I bought you a non-breakable wine glass because you keep breaking your wine glasses.
I do.
So,
but this isn't washed.
No, but so go get 2 glasses so we can have some cider.
All right. I will get us pretty plastic mugs.
Okay. And I will try to open this. So I had a list of questions for Steph, but I lost it. And we decided we're not, we're doing it live. We're not going to record it and then edit bloopers. So
see,
muscadine is a grape. That I learned that from Kayla.
It's a type of grape?
Yes.
Like green grapes, red grapes, muscadine grapes.
I'm not sure.
You can't shake the table because it makes the camera go, whoa, earthquake. Whoa.
So how do you know who's watching?
Well, right now there's 2 people watching, but they're being creepers because they're not
creepers.
They're not. That smells like urine.
Don't say that.
It does.
Kayla says this is her favorite kind.
What?
Cheers.
I'm afraid.
Wait. We have to be fancy. Don't drink it.
I don't want to drink it.
We're going to be fancy.
It smells like urine.
Stop. Do you know how to be fancy? Do you
ever
get bugles?
I was never fancy with a bugle.
Well, let me show you how.
I think bugles, remember back in the early 80s, late 70s when they used to put samples of... I need one that's not so flattened. Are we going to drink with our pinky out? What is this?
Yeah, that's...
Do you guys ever hear of this? Hi, Chris. She's trying to put bugles on my pinky, and it's like a witch hat. Like, what even is this?
You put it on your fingers.
Chris makes America great again, and he's always in my life.
So there, put it on your finger.
This is like witch claws. How is this fancy?
Because you.
So now we cheers.
Cheers. Pinkies up.
I'm gonna pretend to drink it. Hi, Scott.
No, it tastes like grape juice.
It's not alcohol. It's pea cider. It smells like pee. I'm afraid to even drink it. It smells like pee.
It tastes like grape juice. So,
ooh, it doesn't taste like pee.
I told you.
It goes well with the bugles.
So, I had
this
questions.
Is my sister. You know what? I do have wine. I'd have to open a new bottle.
I lost my question. So
Cheryl had a list of questions. She was going to interview me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thumbs up.
I thought of some questions on my way here.
Wait, I have a question. Who do you think is the older sister, and who do you think is the younger sister?
And who's the most beautiful sister?
We don't need to know who's the most beautiful. I just want to know who looks younger.
So
who looks like they were their mom's favorite?
That was one of my questions. So we all know that I was mom's favorite.
You have to address the
girls, how much of that stuff have you? This is non-alcoholic. This is just regular cider. It's like juice.
Scott says them. Oh, Mrs. Cat Jones.
Mrs. Cat Jones. Mrs. Cat Jones.
What will you do if you could go back in time? And then there's a yellow dots candy going. If I could go back in time,
I
I
would talk to Grandpa Jones.
I was gonna say I would talk to
about
Grandma Jones.
His time in the military.
Really?
Yeah.
I would sit with Grandma Jones in her garden and drink coffee with her and just spend time with her and talk to her about maybe your childhood. Because I don't know anything about her childhood at all.
And you can't go back and I'm going to sneeze.
Can't.
Like I'm allergic to
sneeze
something.
in your own drink? You're probably allergic to pea cider. Bless you, my child.
Okay. So we all know that I'm Mom's favorite. So we all want to know why I'm your favorite sister. That's one of my questions. Why am I your favorite sister?
Who said that?
That is one of my questions. Why am I your favorite sister?
I didn't say you were. I think I'm closer to you because I think you and I have a lot in common. I think you and I are a lot alike. And she's trying to get me drunk, people, with pea cider.
It doesn't even have any
alcohol. It smells like pea.
It does not. Stop. Okay, next question.
So I didn't finish answering. You're rushing me through your questions, lady. So, what was the question?
Why am I your favorite sister?
I think because you and I are so much alike. I wonder why we're so much alike. We think a lot. We're a lot alike. Like, we have a lot of the same issues. And we vent to each other, and we have the same mind. Like, we think alike, and don't you think so? We worry about the same things.
Politically.
No, definitely not politically. Definitely not politically, but psychologically and
okay, next
maybe
question.
That's it. But wait, so I think because we're a lot alike, we maybe respect each other's opinions or ask it's the mouse.
I know, but she had to go in the bathroom to bat at it outside the bathroom under the door. Okay.
She loves that thing.
Next
so
question.
I think that's why we're close, because we're so much alike and we trust each other and we value each other's opinions.
We don't discuss politics, so I'm sorry we can't answer your question.
What was the question?
How do you think politically? Next question.
I'll say I'm a hippie, and I'll say she's not a hippie.
Okay, next question.
But I can be friends with people that aren't hippies. Chris, Making America Great Again, because she's my best friend, and she's not a hippie.
Let me tell you about my best friend. I'm trying to think of my next question.
Hi, Carlos. That's my friend Carlos from Puerto Rico.
Carlos from Puerto Rico.
What's your next question?
My next question is, what kind of art am I good at?
You can be good at whatever you make, because whatever comes out of your hand is what your mind told your hand to do.
But out of art you have seen me do, what do you think I'm good at? And art doesn't always have to be drawing and painting. It could be singing. It could
I think photography.
Cooking.
I think photography. Definitely not singing. I think photography. I really like looking at the pictures you take.
Okay.
I think you compose pictures well, and you see things with a different eye. You see things that other people might not see, and see it as art and capture it in a way that other people might not have looked at it at that angle. So photography.
Okay.
Final answer.
Final answer.
What art do you think I'm good at?
Everything. Just, you have a very creative imagination, and I don't.
I think we have the same imagination. You have issues that your brain tells you you're not good enough at something. So you have a stopper. You have something in your brain that makes you stop. I'm sexy like this.
My brain doesn't
I'm
even.
sexy and I know it. Boom, boom, boom,
Okay,
boom, boom,
on
boom.
my list of questions,
Boom, boom,
on
boom,
my
boom.
list of questions was a list of like 10 words that I was just going to say the word and you had to sing a song with that word in it off the
Okay.
top of your head.
Gotcha.
Okay. Home.
All I could think of is The Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, but that's not a song.
Who says you can't go home?
Oh,
All
that's
right.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah, it is.
That's
What,
like a New Jersey Bon Jovi.
Yeah, but what? There was another one. I had like 10 words. Love.
Love is in many splendors. I don't know. Love in the elevator.
Mama.
Oh, mama. Do you know that video with Frankie?
No. Song.
Song?
Yeah.
I don't know a song with song. Journey.
Mama.
Oh, Mama. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Just killed a man. Mama is the first word of that
friend.
song. Just tell me about my best friend. We already did that one.
Tonight.
Tonight you're mine. Completely. I could play that in uke.
Man, I wish I had my list of questions. I can't remember them all.
You
So
should
let me.
whenever you make a list that's important to you, take a picture of it with your phone because you'll lose it. But
I
at least you'll have
found
it, on your-
it and I thought I put it in my pocket. So I want to show you a gift that I got recently and I want to ask your opinion on it.
Is it a sweater cat flask?
It is a sweater cat flask.
Well, what I will critique this.
Okay.
So these are cats that are very ashamed that they're alcoholics because they're turned away from the viewer. And is there
Who else is watching? We have 4 people.
It's Chris and Carlos and Scott Weaver.
And who's number 4?
And then when you open it, you see your reflection of yourself.
So you could check your teeth.
You could check to make sure you have nothing in your teeth. And then I don't know. How'd you get this? For Christmas?
I got it as a belated Christmas gift that was they forgot to send it.
Who's they?
Carlos.
Carlos and Kayla that are watching this, and you want me to critique the gift they gave you?
Are they watching? Carlos
They
or Kayla?
probably are.
Kayla likes to watch Camper Cider Coffee Talk. It's too late for caffeine, so
Are you going to fill this up with your pea cider?
we're having muscadine cider. I was going to bring pie. They have pies there too.
You can't think of what else was on your list of
I
questions?
can't, and it's driving me nuts. Oh, you're having a grandson.
I am having
What
a
is he
grandson.
going to call you?
Mimi and the Camper.
Mimi and the Camper. Oh, speaking of artwork and grandchildren, I brought some artwork for my grandson.
How did your interview of me turn into you showing off your grandson? Wait, nobody answered who looks younger.
They did. They said you can't talk about a woman's age.
Oh.
It's not wise to guess a woman's age.
I'm not saying guess an age. I'm just saying guess I'm the younger sister. Oh, that's very beautiful.
It is.
You have to put the date on it.
Yeah. 2019.
So when Cheryl and I were in junior high and high school, we played percussion together in the marching band.
I never played this.
No.
I played kettle drums.
You did?
I played tri-toms.
You played tri-toms. I
Mhm.
wanted to play tri-toms. Did you march with the
played-
tri-toms?
I did.
What? I love how they make your chest rumble.
I played.
I always got stuck with the snare drum,
The
and we
bells?
didn't have the correct thing to hold the snare
I
drum. and
played
it
the
bounced
snare.
bounced against my thigh.
I played.
I did the drum set in jazz
What
band.
is it? Chimes, the big long bars that come down.
Yeah.
I played the whip.
What?
The whip. In Sleigh Ride.
Was there a nay-nay involved?
No, there was not a nay. It was just a whip, and it was two boards on a hinge.
I do remember
Crack.
that. Crack. And what song was it?
Sleigh Ride.
Oh.
Do you know how to sing that? It's lovely weather for a sleigh
Right
ride
together with you. Outside the snow is calling and friends are calling you.
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
Brass section. Did you play the trombone or did you play the saxophone? I wanted to play the baritone saxophone. When we were in 4th grade, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember the way we chose our instruments?
No.
I thought this was cool.
Ooh,
The band teacher, Mr. Rowe, instead of showing us the instruments, he played a record so we could hear the instruments. So we would hear what they sounded like. And I loved the sound of the baritone saxophone. So I wrote down that I wanted to play the baritone saxophone. And him, being the bad teacher person, he was a jerk. And he ended up dying of a heart attack right after retirement.
His face was always beat red.
It was, with pointed eyebrows. So anyway, I wrote down that I wanted to play baritone saxophone. He's like, oh, you don't have the lungs for that instrument. You're too little to play that. And so he talked me into playing the xylophone. Now that thing weighed like 70 pounds. That big case with the metal instrument, you know, I could handle that, but I couldn't handle a saxophone. Come on. So I ended up doing percussion.
I keep looking for my list and I can't find it.
You're not gonna find it.
I know, I'm so upset. Reason.
Any bass clef instrument. I just recently bought that I have a friend or colleague of mine borrowing right now, an alto flute. And it's a G instrument. And I think there's a saxophone that's a G instrument, maybe. But I don't know what bass clef instruments mean. Because I've only played C instruments that are G clef instruments. Or percussion that's no notes. It's like X's. X's. Oh, the earthquake's happening again. My table's wobbly, people.
How do you close it?
So, Scott, did you rent instruments, or did the school have them and you just played different instruments, like whatever they needed you for a song?
Tuba, baritone, trombone.
It says yes, T-bone and baritone. T-bone. What is T-bone?
Where do you see T-bone?
What's T-bone? Oh. Tenor bone? Tell me what. Okay, so your uncle had the instruments. So were they the same? I was going to say, were they the same fingerings? But they're all completely different.
T-bone.
Okay. The baritone saxophone, I think, is like a clarinet fingering, right? And the tuba has 3 valves like a trumpet, maybe. And then the trombone has 3 valves and the slide. Does the tuba have a slide? Don't you know to turn your ringer off? We're trying to have...
It might be someone with a question.
Maybe somebody
found my list.
Maybe somebody found your list. Does anyone in the audience have any questions? This is Cheryl's first time in my camper, and she said,
"Hi, you're live on Camper Coffee Talk."
I gotta go.
Oh, bye.
I was just calling to tell you that I was leaving Jen's and going to the gun range.
Oh, fun.
All right, have fun at your gun range.
All right, I will.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
He said I gotta go. Oh, look, watch live now, Roaming Artworks.
Oh, interesting.
I'm gonna sneeze again.
Tuba and baritone are the same notes.
Ow!
trombone is the slide. Did you ever try to play the French horn? I heard that that's the hardest instrument
You're
to
not
play.
drinking your muscadine.
You know why I'm not drinking my pea cider? Do you want it? I don't like it.
No, I'm getting a headache.
I don't, because it doesn't taste good and you're banging the cup. And maybe the LED light is.
That's probably why I didn't think of that. Lights, they do give me a headache.
Yeah. See, she's like, why are you turning that light on? I said, because when you have a warm light on the front of you, it fills in your wrinkles and makes you look younger. So that's, and then you put your shoulder, when I was trying out for cheerleading, I think it was Holly Condon, maybe, was each of the seniors took like 2 or 3 of us in a group and they were training us with the dance routine that we tried out with. And there was this one part that we like went forward and did these things. And she's like, when you go forward, like do a cutesy over your shoulder and just make yourself look really cute. And we did. And us 3 all got picked.
You just reminded me that I had a dream that I was doing cheerleading jumps the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
I ended up
On
quitting
grass
cheerleading
instrument that is fingered with left hand instead of the right.
because I wanted to be in band. And the marching band played in the stands. And
French horn.
yeah. What did I call it? Did I say something else? The French horn is backwards. What, the fingering's backwards? Or you have to play it with your
It's
left
fingered
hand?
with the left hand instead of the right.
Ooh. I wonder if people that are left-handed are better playing it. I don't know. Scott's a band nerd like I am. Do you play anything now?
I would just like to say that you took over my whole interview.
You know,
I'm
you
not
lose
very
your
good
list
at
of
this.
questions.
I know.
Too bad, so sad.
Let's interview Mrs. Cat Jones.
I will get her.
What's that kitty cat card up there?
Oh, well. When
Well.
I was at a campground in South Carolina,
Oh, the lady that interviewed you?
there was a lady that interviewed me, and she gave me this. I woke up.
I know this. You could tell them the story. Let me look at the card.
I woke up, and there was some food on my picnic table with a little flower in a vase.
Vase. You need to have a thing on your pointy finger when you say that, because that's
a
fancy.
jar. And she gave me this card, so Cheryl can read it to you.
Now there's 5 people watching. Who else is watching?
I don't know. They're creepers.
Hi, Mrs. Cat Jones. Are you gonna? Oh, she's gonna eat me. She's gonna attack me. She's a killer.
She's a killer. Isn't that a Queen song?
Mrs. Cat
It's in my head.
Jones. Mrs. Cat Jones. All right, I guess we're done.
We're not done. We could talk about
I'm done.
the boxes that I got for craft supplies. Do you want to pull the box out from behind?
Boring.
Open that box.
Boring.
Open that. You're scaring Mrs. Cat Jones. Open that
Boring.
box.
Yep. How do you end?
My heart is full of love.
Love.
Is my heater fixed? Yeah, you know what happened,
Freezing in
Carlos?
here.
I could turn the furnace on, Mrs.
You should
Syracuse.
bring your
my heater's fixed.
camper to Puerto Rico
Yeah, on a boat.
on a ferry.
Where
Where does Carlos live in Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, my heart's devotion.
Oh.
You don't want to open that box?
No. We're losing lots of viewers.
Well, tell them what's in it. Open the box. What are you doing?
Nothing.
All right. What are you typing?
Nothing.
Get that box so I can open it. So I got this package.
I got this package.
I got the package.
It's very heavy.
Sword of Magic
It's
spells.
Vista print, so it's.
Oh, you don't need a knife?
No, I don't need a knife.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Wait, do people
What's
want to
in the
guess
box?
what's in the box? Oh,
That one didn't work.
there's two men with beards in the box.
Oh, I have a. Oh, let's talk about that.
Well,
So
I don't let people see where you're staying. Okay.
So
Well, come here, come here.
this guy was on my hotel room key, and I said he's really creepy.
berries and cream, berries and cream.
He's super creepy, and my son got mad at me. Does anybody know who he was?
Nobody has a beard.
He's on Game of Thrones or something.
So these are in the box. I don't know what they are.
Let me find out. I'll find out.
She used to open my Christmas presents when they were in my mom's closet and wrap them back up and then tell me what I was getting for
They weren't
Christmas.
wrapped up yet. I would just peek at them. What is this?
Oh,
The
less
West
wine.
Side Coast, like Aguadilla, Mayaguez,
What are you saying?
towns on the West Coast.
Oh,
Those are the only two I can think of. There
there
you
you
go.
go. What is it?
It is a little red wallet,
And what should one put in a little red wallet?
a little hotel key with a creeper guy on it with a beard.
Maybe.
Mayaguez. Oh, so Mayaguez. When I moved to Syracuse from Albany, I was working at SUNY
That sounds
Upstate,
good, Scott.
which
Two
is
glasses.
State University of New York Medical University, and I was a nurse working in a pediatric specialty clinic. And there was a genetics counselor that I worked with, and she was from Mayaguez, and her fiance was from Alaska, but they met because they both went to college in Boston. So that was kind of neat, but that's how I know Mayaguez.
Okay, would you like to open this box?
What is all these little things? Oh my gosh, business cards. Do you give any of these away to people?
I'm going to start to.
Have you started roaming? Have you started selling your roaming artwork art?
It's on my Etsy store. I started. Will you show people my business cards, please? And maybe you could put it in the pocket. Put it in the pocket. She wanted to be a hand model.
No, I did.
Yes, you did.
No, I
She
didn't.
always said, "Don't I have beautiful hands? Can I be a hand model?"
No, you always said I had beautiful hair and I look like I should be in a shampoo commercial.
What?
You always said I had beautiful hair and it was shiny and I should be in a shampoo
I
commercial.
think you're making things
No.
up.
I've never had nice hands, so I would never have said that. I have big man hands.
So what is it for?
It's for business cards.
And do you know what's
would
on
you
the
like my business card?
So
Are you choking on a bugle?
no.
That's a musical instrument, a bugle.
So this is the front of my card. Oh, I hope the spelling's right.
Isn't there an O in works?
Yes.
Just check.
And then on the back.
Isn't it Etsy, not Esty?
Cheryl.
Just kidding.
And then on the back.
Red Rock.
Yeah, Red Rum. The back is my fearless drawing, and it looks off center.
Here you go.
Why does it look off center? I'm not happy that it looks off center.
I've never been to the west coast of Puerto Rico, but it's on my agenda.
Is it off center?
Mrs. Cat Jones, Mrs. Cat Jones. It looks dark.
These ones were glossy. These are.
Are we able to pause the video or no?
Oh no, I'm sorry. We'll stop looking at these. Something's wrong with my business cards. They look faded. They're not as dark as they should be. So I'm gonna have to.
You want to make a murder movie?
No, I don't play like that, yo.
Are we
You already
able to,
give me Poison Peak cider.
Are we able to pause that?
What?
Pause the video for a second.
No, you can't.
Well,
You can only end it. You want to
Oh.
whisper me a secret?
I have a headache.
Well, we could stop. We could end our feed.
Yeah, I'm getting a headache from the bright light. I'm very
We could
sorry.
turn off the light. We could do a dark. It was a dark, scary night.
And Cheryl had a knife.
Don't have a knife. All right. So I don't know what else to say.
It's 8 o'clock. It's bedtime.
She won't stay in my camper with me. She got a hotel room. I was hoping she'd stay in the camper with me.
There's no room on the top bunk.
No, but I was going to let you have the bottom bunk and I was going to put this into a bed and sleep here.
I can't. I'm afraid of Mrs. Cat Jones.
What?
She doesn't like me. See? She doesn't like me.
When it's bedtime, she cries by the bed waiting for me to go to bed.
You're right. Look at the wrinkles that aren't filled in now that we
Yes,
have the
that's
bright
what I'm
light.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Peace out,
Well,
everybody.
when you come down with Steph, let me know.
You're going to Puerto Rico?
So I get. No, I don't know if I'm going to Puerto Rico.
Mrs. Cat
I think she's
Jones.
gaining weight.
Mrs. Cat Jones. She's little. My
She
cat,
is
my
little.
cat is grande.
Cheryl and I have talked about going on a cruise for years. So maybe we could go on a cruise that goes off some like Puerto Rico port or something.
The only cruise ship port there, I think, is San Juan.
And is that not on the West Coast?
That's on the East Coast. No, it's on the north coast. North.
When I've gone to Puerto Rico, I've gone twice. And I don't remember where I was. Both times were for weddings, I think. I think I was at resorts both times.
I went to the east. Fajardo was on the east.
That's what he said.
Yeah, we went kayaking in Fajardo on the bioluminescent bay.
Kayaking?
Mhm.
And it glued?
Yeah, you kayak out in the evening and you go through all the mangrove trees and it's really dark and spooky. And then when you disturb the water, all the phytoplankton in the water, they glow.
Pretty.
But they didn't really get a lot of time to do it.
How much time do you need?
I would have stayed out there for hours.
Really?
Yeah.
And do the plankton get hurt when you're rowing?
I don't know. I don't think so. Mrs. Cat Jones.
I think that would
Mrs.
hurt
Cat
them.
Jones.
It's probably a defense mechanism glowing.
I don't know. Why don't you Google it tonight when I leave right now? Go home and go to bed. 'Cause I'm
Do you want me to
tired.
go to the hotel and have a sleepy over with you? We'll have a pillow fight. And the reason Cheryl's here is because she's going to the baby shower tomorrow. Did we say that?
No.
We have a baby shower to go to tomorrow because I'm going to be your grandma. I'm going to be the best grandma.
No.
Yes.
Carlos has the best grandmas.
Oh, Carlos said nope, nope,
Nope.
nope for Cheryl being the best grandma.
Nope for hurting the phytoplankton.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So, and I de-winterized my camper.
Oh!
So when Cheryl leaves, I'm going to take a shower for the first time in my camper. I'm really
For the first
excited.
time in her life.
I'm pretty skeevy right now.
Yeah, that's what's giving me a headache, I think.
I can't wait to shower. I
Me
really
either,
can't.
and you won't move so I can leave. I want to go home. I've been in my car all day.
So you really want to get back in your car and drive more? Do you want to bring some bananas with you?
No, but you just like whipped
That's
me in the
probably why you
face
got
with
a
your
headache.
hand. Probably.
Do you want to cut my bangs before you go?
No. No. Leave your bangs alone.
Do you want to hear a cute story about me that you might not remember?
what?
One time when Tootie was babysitting us. You don't know this. You don't remember this at all.
What?
My Aunt Tootie, my mom's sister, Myra is her real name. She was babysitting us, and I was in the bathroom. And
Is this appropriate?
yeah, this was in the 70s. And, you know, in the 70s, people wore their hair parted in the middle and feathered back, like Farrah Fawcett parted in the middle.
No.
So we had bangs.
I wasn't alive.
We had bangs because my mom would always cut our bangs and keep cutting until they were even. So we had bangs. So I wanted the triangle. So I took her scissors when I was in the bathroom and cut a triangle into my bangs. And I went out and Tootie's like, your mother's gonna kill me.
I don't remember that.
Because you were younger than me. I was
You just told everybody you're old.
I was probably 5 and you were probably 4. It was funny. Maybe I'll call Tootie. We should call Tootie live right
Call
now
her.
and ask her if she remembers that.
Call her.
Let's call her.
Okay.
We're gonna call my aunt right now and see if she remembers. Well, we're not gonna tell her we're live.
No. Like the last conversation you had with Mom.
Yeah. And I remember another time Tootie was watching us and she drove in the exit ramp. Hope she answers.
Hello?
Hey Tootie, it's Steph.
And Cheryl.
Steph.
And Cheryl.
And Cheryl.
Hi.
Hi.
We have our baby shower tomorrow for my baby grandson.
Yeah.
And I was just telling Cheryl the story about, remember when I was in your bathroom and I cut the triangle into my bangs?
No.
I cut a triangle into my bangs, how bangs were parted. I like,
Oh.
do you remember that?
Yes.
And I came out and you said, your mother's gonna kill me.
Yes.
And then I also remember one time we were getting on the Northway
Yeah.
and you were driving onto the Northway, but you were accidentally somehow driving onto the exit ramp, going the wrong way on the one way.
I don't remember that.
And you said, don't tell your mother.
Oh,
We're
did you
telling
tell
her?
your mother?
We're
No.
telling her now.
She's hearing it now, though, in heavens.
Oh, I don't remember that, so it can't be true. I think you're just making it up.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, just to make me look bad.
What are
so-
you doing
No.
tonight?
What are you doing?
Well, Miranda and I have Miranda tonight. Paul's at a bowling tournament, so I
Girls'
have
night.
Miranda. Yeah, we're watching Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty
And,
and the Beast.
And just hanging out. having
Tale
some
as old as time.
time.
Song as old as rhyme. Have you seen the commercial for the new Dumbo coming out?
Oh, yeah.
I want to see it.
Yeah,
I'm going to
Yeah.
see it.
yeah. Dina's taking Sophia. Her and Jean and Sophia are going to the movie Sunday to see it.
Nice. Nice.
She'll like it. She'll like the brightness and the music and stuff. So.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's going to be dark. Wasn't he treated bad in the circus? And
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah,
wondering
but
what the
there'll be
music's
light
going to be
parts.
like. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It'll be an experience.
I guess so.
But maybe I'll make sure I'll do that. Are you staying tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Because maybe we could go see that movie after the...
I don't really want to see Dumbo.
Yeah, Miranda
It's not
doesn't either. We were
cartoon.
going to go to the
I know. I don't want to
Oh,
see
it
it. I don't
looks
like all
really
these
good.
new live action things.
Yeah, she didn't want to see that. She wants to see, what the heck's the name of it? It's coming out next week, so I won't have her.
So
Yeah,
what
I will.
would-
Actually, I will have her next Friday.
do you have any thing to say about my camper life?
Do you know, Stephanie, that I was talking about your camper life today
To who?
to my boss? Because
Why?
Well, we all got in a discussion of how, Lisa was like, well, I don't know if I could ever camp and this and that. I don't know if I could do a trailer or whatnot. I wouldn't mind going for a little while, but just to live like that, I don't think I could. So I heard them talking and I come out. And I says, well, I have a flower child hippie of a niece that I said, I explained that you had a beautiful home that you sold, and then you got another little cottage that you really loved. And I says, now her son and her daughter-in-law is going to have a baby. And I said, they moved into the house, and I said, Stephanie went and bought herself a camper. And I said, she goes all over. I said, when she wants to go, she goes. And, she can go to the beach, she can do whatever. And she
She
says,
can sit in her driveway and interview
That's
you
right.
live.
That's right. That's probably what you're doing right now.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Everybody's
And-
listening to you.
That's okay. And she said, she says, yeah, that's called Gypsy, isn't it? And I says, yeah, it's called Gypsy. I said, but she's a flower child. You got to know her. And she started laughing. And so, yes, I was talking about you today.
You don't talk about me?
Well, not good things.
Okay, so who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
I don't have a favorite.
Oh, yes, you do.
Well, not right now. I don't.
Yeah, you do, because you told me you would be my mother now that I'm an orphan.
I'm the godmother, remember?
Yeah, and that means you're my mother because my parents are dead and I'm an orphan and now you're in charge of me.
Well, that don't mean you're my favorite.
No.
Did you tell Jen or Steph that you were in charge of them? That you would take
No.
care of them?
No.
Hmm.
No.
No, but you haven't talked to any coworkers about Cheryl or Jen.
No, just you.
What's that mean?
You're the only one
Yeah,
that's
I
not
know
normal.
that.
But-
Yeah, that's right. You're the one that's just out there on a limb.
What, Tootie?
Flower child. I just love that. I always called you my flower child.
You could be her favorite because I was mom's favorite.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. They stopped at perfection. They kept trying until they got it right.
Tootie, do you know I found when we were going through mom's things, and I just put it as my cover photo on Facebook when I found it like a couple days after my mom died. A birthday card she gave me that it was for my 13th birthday, and it said, to my sweet hippie flower love child, don't ever change, or something. Oh, what else?
That's right.
What other word was in there? Liberal.
Yes.
Liberal.
Yeah.
And
All
this
right.
was at 13.
All right, interview is over because Cheryl has a headache and I gotta go back to my
Well-
hotel and shower, and Steph needs a shower because she really stinks.
I'm sure.
Is
she
it weird
does.
to like feet?
Yeah, living in a trailer.
Is it
and a
weird?
shower and
Is
it's
it weird to like
Yeah.
feet?
To like what?
Feet. Someone's asking
Feet?
a question. Is it weird to like feet?
Maybe we should tell our foot string story, Cheryl.
No.
Yeah.
You don't.
Really.
No.
Yeah, you guys are strange.
No. Everybody has things that they like and things they don't like. So no, it's not weird to like feet.
And since someone likes feet, we should say our
No.
feet
No, there's
story.
All right.
people that don't like feet.
Right, and there's
I
some
don't-
people that
I
like
like
feet.
I don't like.
Okay. Cheryl has a headache and she needs to go.
Yeah.
Interview
Right.
over.
Interview over.
Over.
Right,
good.
Good night. I love you. Have fun with Miranda.
I love you too, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right.
Great. I gotta go.
All right.
Thank you for a very random camper cider.
I'm sorry I didn't like the cider.
That's all right. Not some
know-
people like cider. Some
You know
people
what?
don't.
If
Some
I
people like feet. Some people don't.
if I heated it up, get off your hand off the button. I might stay when you go. If I heated it in the microwave, it probably would have been good.
I don't like warm drinks.
All right, so Cheryl's leaving.
I'm going to get back to my hotel and find my list.
And I'm
I'm going to call you back if you're still on.
No, I'll probably shower and go to bed.
I got to find my keys.
I'll turn the outside light on for you. Pow.
I found my What? How
Are
did
there any questions that you skipped?
I put it in my pockets like 10
I said
times.
check your coat.
I did.
So just scan over your
Okay.
list of questions. She has a list of questions she wanted to ask.
What
me.
was your favorite lunchbox as a kid?
the Holly Hobby one? It's the only one I remember.
Why am I your favorite sister?
You already asked that.
What is your favorite song right now?
Oh, Sam Smith. Is it called Stay With Me by Sam Smith? Yep.
What are you looking forward to most about becoming a grandmother?
Watching Trevor's reaction holding his baby. Trevor's my son. So to see my son being a dad and to see the joy that overcomes him and see him love something so much. That's what I'm looking forward to.
This is my thought pad.
Are you hitting me with your feet?
Thought pad that I stole from last night's hotel. So songs. Bang.
Bang, bang into the room. You know I got it. Bang, bang into the boop.
Baby.
Is there a Britney Spears song? Baby, baby.
How was I supposed to know? Star.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Tonight we already did, right?
Yes.
Wild.
Wild. A song with the word wild.
Ah!
God. You have a headache?
Wild thing. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You make my heart sing. More.
More than the greatest love the world has known.
Dream.
Is it Dream Angel? Do you hear me?
Okay, that's
that
the end of
it?
my question.
That's it. That was your list that you were looking so hard for. That was your list?
That was my
What
list.
kind of interview list is this?
I don't
Are you kidding me right now? That's the lamest list I ever. She went crazy
I don't know where my keys. There's my keys.
looking for this list. All right, everyone's. Thank you for hanging out with us. Loving Cup.
What's Loving Cup?
Loving Cup is. I have a video playing Loving Cup. What's Loving Cup? Oh my God, it's a Rolling Stone song. And there's a video of Jack White from White Stripes singing it, and he is so my boyfriend.
You can have them because
Cheryl, you got to see him singing this song on stage. He's like so honored to be singing with Mick Jagger, and he's got these dimples, and he's like
dimples.
oh, Cheryl, you got to see him. And he's so talented, and
Bye, everybody.
and he's my boyfriend. Look it up.
Oh
I'll
my
send you
gosh.
the link.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you at the baby shower.
Okay.
Do you want to drive over together? Or?
Sure.
All right. If you come here, it's right by here.
Okay.
So. Who's excusez-moi? Because you know I have a cover of it. I didn't know if I had the cover on this YouTube channel. That cover of Loving Cup has my friend Terry, who's a great musician, playing it with me. One of my subscribers My sister brought this apple cider. I don't like it so much. I think I do need to open some wine. Y'all hang out with me while I get a bottle of wine to open. I'm gonna grab a bottle of wine. All right. Okay, so this is a Mark West Pinot Noir. I think I got this one before when I go to the liquor store. I'm from New York, and you could just buy wine from anywhere. But New Jersey, they only have certain amount of liquor licenses, so you can't. You have to bring your own alcohol to a lot of restaurants. They don't even oh, buttery. Chris, stop with the feet. I cannot stand people touching my feet. I always have to have socks on. I can't stand people doing anything or even thinking about my feet. But when my sister was here, here's a story for you, Chris. When I tried to get my sister to talk about it when she was here. I need a glass. When we were little, we used to play this game. I think we called it, I don't know if we called it tickle torture or what. But what we did was we would take a shoelace or a ribbon or a piece of yarn, and she would have to try to not twitch her foot while I slowly pulled the string between her toes. And that was just the object of the game. If you try it, you couldn't move while the other person pulled the string. I'm drinking wine out of a plastic camping coffee mug because my wine glass is dirty. All right. My phone's ringing. It's probably my sister. Yes, cheers. Cheers with the wine in the coffee mug. I got rid of the foot guy. Hey, Mrs. Cat Jones. All right. Oh. This wine is so much better than the apple cider my sister just brought. My sister just texted me, please don't post that on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook before we even... Cheryl, I had already put the link on Facebook before we even started the video. The first sip of this was good, and then I had like a tinny taste. But I was saying when I pick out wine, I usually get one that I know that I like and then try a new one. So I de-winterized my camper today. I got my hot water heater going. I flushed the toilet. I peed on the flush toilet for the first time. Heaven! Because I've been doing something very special going to the bathroom. And what I've been doing since December, when you don't have running water and you need to figure out what to do, I had to find a way to go in a urinal and put it in a tank and then dump the tank. And I've been doing that since December. So, come here, baby cat. Come here. She knows it's bedtime. Come here. Come on, baby. Do you hear her? I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. Carlos, what was I talking about? My mind goes, it just goes blank. How to figure out what? Oh, pee-pee, yes. So I had to go in a tank, and so I finally went in the toilet. I went in the toilet and flushed it, and it's like, oh, this is really nice. So that's what I did. Also, I finally got to see a psychiatrist for the visual disturbances I was having, and he 1000% thinks it's not a psychiatric issue at all. He thinks it is neurological from the mini strokes and seizures. And he said he doesn't know why yep. He said he doesn't know why the neurologist was trying to push me to a psychiatrist. He said sometimes doctors just aren't comfortable because something's out of their scope of expertise, and they just try to push you to someone else. And the psychiatrist said, this is not my field, and I'm going to find you a neurologist that specializes in epilepsy and can understand this and help you, because you're not psychotic. You're not schizophrenic. That's not what this is. And so, like, the drugs they would give someone, that's because it's very similar to the symptoms someone would have that is schizophrenic. And so that's what they were trying to figure out. But because I've never had schizophrenic symptoms all through my life, and all of this started when I had the mini strokes and the epilepsy and the seizures started, that's what the psychiatrist thought it was. He thought it wasn't schizophrenia at all. So he's going to find a neurologist that can. It was definitely good news, Carlos. It definitely was. It definitely was, because I was scared, especially when I was waiting to see the psychiatrist, and there was an older woman to my right, and she was just yelling to someone named Joel that wasn't there. And I was just thinking, oh my God, did she start out like me? Like, I'm hearing things and seeing things that I know aren't there. Like, I know it's not real. I think my brain is just recalling things that it once saw or once heard. But this lady is like really seeing things and having conversations with things. And so I'm thinking, did she start out like me? Am I going to end up like that? Like, I was really scared and upset, you know? And I know I try to stay upbeat and not worry so much, but I guess the thing I worry about is, am I going to get bad? Are my kids going to have to take care of me? How is this going to impact my kids? You know? So, I'll be happiest when I can actually find someone, even if it can't be treated, if there's a way to not treat it, I guess the not knowing where I go from here. Like, will I never be able to teach? I'm okay if I can't, but I need to know so I can, start healing and move on. And do I need Social Security disability? And can I start trying to get approved for that? Because the not knowing, like, I'll be really relieved once I get approved for that. It will be the biggest weight lifted off my shoulders. But worrying about if I'm going to get approved or not, or if my neurologist isn't going to fill out the papers because he thinks a psychiatrist needs to see me, or if a psychiatrist isn't going to fill out the papers because he thinks a neurologist should, like, someone's got to do something, because obviously I can't be in a classroom like this, so I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I just want to know. I want to grow from this. I don't want to. I'm not going to stop living or let it hinder my growth. I just need to know where to go now in my life. It's not the path I thought I will. I guess that then, like, I just need to know what's happening so I can start going down a path. You know what I mean? Like, this was a good, seeing the psychiatrist and him telling me it was neurological. I was like, yes, finally. That's what I thought, because all this started after my second heart surgery. This all started with that. So I knew it had to be related to that. It had to be, because it was just so weird that all of a sudden I have epilepsy, and all of a sudden I'm having seizures, and all of a sudden I'm having brain atrophy and forgetting things. And I knew it had to be all related. So to have the psychiatrist yesterday confirm what I thought was true, that this is because of seizures, that you can have hallucinations with seizures, it was a huge hurdle. It was good news, Carlos. It was definitely a step in the right direction. It felt good. It felt like it felt like a doctor was finally being thorough with me, because the neurologist I was seeing, I felt like he really never gave me a thorough evaluation. He watched a few videos I had of my seizure activity and never really asked me questions or went through any screening checklist. He just watched a video, made a comment, and wrote me a prescription, and I feel like he wasn't compassionate, he wasn't thorough, he really didn't know what was going on with me, or I feel he didn't really care to figure out what was going on with me either. Where the neurologists in the hospital and the ophthalmologists in the hospital, they were excited about my case, because it was just very different than anything they had. I had monocular diplopia, double vision in one eye. And so that means when you're covering one eye, this eye is seeing double, and that's rare. But I also had double vision in this eye. This eye was also seeing double when this one was covered. And that's like, that doesn't happen. So it was very rare, and they were very interested and intrigued and wanted to figure it out. And this neurologist outside the hospital was just like, what did he say about the vision issues? I think he just said that I needed to go to an eye doctor for it. And when I told him I had monocular diplopia, and he's like, "What's your medical background? How do you know what that's called?" Like I'm like, "Well, that's what the eye doctor said it was called." You know, like I'm not trying to. I don't even know what he thought, but I don't know. I just got weird vibes from him from the beginning. This guy. I don't know. The one time he was compassionate and thorough with me was when he was showing me the brain atrophy in my MRI. When he wanted me to sit next to him and talk to me about what he saw in the MRI. But that was it. You know, when I was asking him to fill out the Social Security disability papers, it was like, you know, he didn't want to be bothered. It was too much paperwork. I'm like, look, I can't work. I'm confused. I'm forgetting things. I don't know how to put the grades in. I'm forgetting the kids' names. I can't remember how to write the lesson plans. I'm getting dizzy in the classroom. The fluorescent lights are triggering the seizures and what did he say? I felt like he thought I was just trying to get out of work. And I said, you know, I can't collect state disability because I didn't put into it. I need the note because I don't want to get fired. I need something that says I'm unable to work. That I'm out for medical reasons. And then when I realized I was going to be out for a longer period of time because the seizure medication wasn't working, he felt like he said something last visit. He said something like, "Oh, well, I only wrote you off of work because I just wanted to give you some time until you got a psychiatrist that you could see." So he wasn't going to fill out the paperwork. And I'm like, this is crazy. You know, something's really, really wrong, and I should not be in the classroom. And I'm just like, I don't know if there's been issues with doctors and they're afraid of getting each other in trouble or what. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going back to the doctor for the double vision. I'm going back to the eye doctor on the April 4th. So even though I have the prism in my glasses, I'm still seeing double. And that comes on. I'm starting to think that maybe it comes on when I'm having a seizure. Like I'm trying to pinpoint. I need to start keeping a diary because there's times throughout the day where all of a sudden I just get dizzy or all of a sudden my vision goes double. That usually happens at the same time. I start to feel dizzy and my vision goes double. And so now I'm wondering, oh, is that my seizure? Am I in a seizure right now? Because I don't the twitching stopped. I don't twitch anymore. Sometimes I get tremors. And I have sometimes my mind just goes blank. And I used to be able to just blame that on the blondness. But it's sometimes I'll notice that I'm just like just standing quietly. And I don't know, like I'm just blank, you know, like, and then I think, why am I standing here? And I'm going to start writing those things down too. And it's not, I don't black out. I just freeze. Like I somehow, for some reason, stop whatever I'm doing. And I just am standing still. Like my mind just makes me stop. I know it sounds so crazy, but that's what's happening. And it's almost always the same thing. I'm just stopped in front of the sink in my camper. And maybe because the camper is so small, there's really nowhere else to stand. I can't wait to take a shower tonight. I'm so excited that my neighbor helped me get the hot water heater going, and I got all the the pink antifreeze winterization fluid out of all the pipes, all the camper pipes. There's nothing to help out with, Carlos. Just come on live with me when I when I need someone to talk to and remind me when I say, what was I talking about? And don't get annoyed with me when I forget things. Be patient. Be patient with people. Be patient and compassionate with people. All right. Tomorrow's supposed to be close to 70 degrees. It's going to be sunny. And I'm going to be going to my son's baby shower. I'm wondering if I have to. I think I have to bring an extra table and chairs in case they want to put something outside. I think they needed more seats or something. But I'm going to go to bed, everybody. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the thumbs up, whoever gave me thumbs up. And maybe I'll do another live in the morning. Maybe I'll go out in the front yard here and do a coffee talk in the morning. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging.